What's up? What's up? How are you? Shout out to everybody coming into the live stream. Peace, peace, and love. Peace and love, everybody. How's everybody feeling? I know they got to sitting still. Greetings, greetings. Peace. Shout out to everybody. I just want to come in. As you all might imagine, I was saying that I was going to be doing all this traveling in the next couple of months. As you can imagine, my plans kind of got hindered. Yeah, shout out to everybody liking. Please hit that like button for me. How's everybody doing? I love y'all. Please hit that like button. I'm gonna give a couple, a minute or so for a couple more people to get in here. Shout out to everybody. As you already know, like I always say, if you guys got any questions or anything like that concerning what's going on, concerning the equinox, that's what I want to tell people. I don't want you guys to get distracted from one of the most important spring equinoxes, okay? It's just a little too convenient that this is one of the most important equinoxes. We're talking 2020, you minus the zeros, 22. Everybody knows even my email has 22 in it. All right. Yeah, I know. The thing is, it's not so much the virus itself, it's more so the regulations and the things shutting down and all the restrictions. Okay. That's mainly the problem here. Peace and love. Shout out to everybody. Again, if you're just getting into the live stream, please hit that like button for me. We're gonna get in. We're just gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a dialogue. Like I said, today I got time. Everybody knows I was supposed to be doing all this traveling in the next couple months. Actually starting this Thursday. Well, I wasn't even gonna let it stop me because I was gonna keep going. But oh yeah, we're in the toilet paper crisis right now. We're in the toilet paper apocalypse right now, guys. Yo, yeah. Can somebody please let me know why everybody is buying up all the toilet paper? Like, please let me know. If anything, I would assume that people will buy all the medicine, all the canned food. I know they're just now starting to go for the canned foods and stuff like that now. But the first things that they was getting was all the toilet paper and paper towels and stuff like that. Right. Like, I don't know. Somebody got to explain that to me. Somebody got to explain. Yeah, yeah. The fruits and veggies is all stocked. So, it's tiring. Yeah. So guys, yeah. You're right. They're gonna have Marley, they're gonna have all that diarrhea. No bananas here. I'm in Seattle though. Oh my god, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I wanted to hop on, I really wanted to hop on. I wanted to joke about this though, but I really wanted to hop on because I just want to make sure that everybody that is on track with me, don't lose focus on this most important this most important equinox. One of the most important equinoxes. Like I said, this is the equinoxes representing 22. 2020 minus the zeros, okay? The zero represents you. Let's get into numerology for 1 second. Just like in the tarot cards, okay? The number zero represents the fool. This is the fool's journey. Remember, the fool represents you as a being. This is your journey. So minus those zeros. The zero represents you. It represents the whole. It represents the earth, the universe, the womb. We can go on and on. Okay, the zero always represents you. So take those zeros out. We're in 22. Okay. So what does that mean? We all know what the number 22 means, right? He said, John, because the TV is telling them to buy it. Look, guys, for all the people scared of the apocalypse, toilet paper and paper towels are not going to save you, okay? So 22, this is the time to build your foundation to the maximum. All right. This is what I mean. This is why you guys got to understand why this whole year, the whole 2019, that whole year, if you check all my videos, that whole year I've been focusing on, really, really focusing on goal setting. I'm teaching metaphysics, right? I'm teaching metaphysics. Hold on, let me fix my mic. I don't know why I keep slouching down. I'm teaching metaphysics, but if you guys have been paying attention, I've been speaking a lot on goal manifesting. It's very, very essential to this year. I'm building up to something. All right. I've been teaching goal setting for this, the whole 2019. At the end of my videos, I'm telling you, get out there, follow your dreams. I'm telling you, find happiness. I'm letting you know that happiness is frequency. All right. So for all you people that are listening to other YouTubers that are telling you all this complicated information to raise your frequency, you could do that, but that's complicated. I'm telling you something simple to raise your frequency. If you do what you love to do, if you're around people that you love, if you're having fun, this raises your frequency. You don't have to do all these rituals. You don't have to do all these spells. You don't have to do all this stuff just to raise your frequency. That is something giving. Now, of course, if you're trying to open up portals, if you're trying to have out of body experiences, if you're trying to, that's, a little bit more complicated, but if something is raising your frequency or even raising your kundalini, we're talking about stuff that you do naturally, that you don't need complicated information for. Okay. Let me look at some of these comments. 2020 perfect vision. Again, you're absolutely right. Get your vision right, guys. Because this is that time period. You have to plant those seeds. It's very, very important that you plant those seeds, okay? And by the way, I'm still doing that big ritual on the 22nd. You guys thought they was going to stop me? You guys thought they was going to stop that big ritual on the 22nd? So I'm still taking donations. If you want to send me something that you're looking to manifest, me and my people are still doing that on the 22nd. Remember, for all the people that haven't heard about it, the donation is $10, and you send me an email, explaining exactly what you're trying to manifest. Keep it realistic, though. Again, I gotta let you guys know, keep it realistic. So you donate $10. Again, the donation link is in the description of this video. And then send me an email and let me know exactly what you want me and my team to work with when it comes to you. Okay. We're still doing that on the 22nd. This is what I'm telling you guys as well. You don't want to let them stop you from doing what you need to do. If you haven't gotten the sun's portal, like I gave you the Saturn's portal on the fall equinox, and for the fall equinox and the winter solstice, you use Saturn's portal. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you want to go back to my older videos. I mean, well, you don't even need Saturn's portal right now. You need the sun's portal. I just did that in my last video talking about the equinox. Okay. For all the new people in there, please hit that like button. We about to drop some stuff for you. We about to drop stuff that you're going to utilize in real life. We ain't going to just be talking. So go watch that other video, and I'm explaining how you set up the sun's portal. So when you want to do, or if you want to do your spell or ritual during the spring equinox, remember from the 20th to the 24th, the portal is open. I know on Google they tell you it's the 19th, whatever. We know the peak is the 22nd. Okay. You can work with that. Anybody that wants a little bit of help with whatever they're trying to manifest, again, you can send that donation of $10 and email me and let me know exactly. You got to be specific about these things. Remember, when you're trying to manifest, you're trying to goal set, you got to be specific about these things. It's time to take this serious. Again, we're dealing with 22. We're dealing with the number 22. The master builder. That's the characteristic of number 22. That's the archetype. So that's building. And again, remember, we're building practically. So we got to think in society. Okay. We got to think in society. What are you trying to build in society? Again, we got too many people on YouTube in this community that's just, they're not, it's good to talk about some of these other topics that deal with consciousness and stuff like that. That's good. But we have to have a balance. You have to speak on how you're going to bring in new energy, which is income. Okay. By the way, speaking of that, I got somebody's business to shout out. Hold on one second, guys, while like I said, anybody that supports this channel, I'm going to support your business. So there's one of my supporters has been doing some fine business, and I want to shout her business out because she's been supporting me. So anybody, again, hold on one second. One second, guys. Gotta find it real fast. Okay. I want to shout her business out real fast. I'm gonna post the link. It's sherryyoung.com. She does marketing. So anybody out there that needs marketing services, she does website design. She does branding, help you out with your brand. Okay. I'm putting that right in here. www.sherry.com. Go support her. She's one of us. Okay. Just like I tell you, anybody that's one of us. All right. You guys have a business. This is what I'm encouraging you to do. I'm encouraging you to create your own thing. So if we don't want to rely on these corporations, because you're going to have to rely on these corporations if you don't create your own thing. And I'm not saying that it's bad that you work for somebody else, but you should always be fueling. It should always be a balance. You should always be fueling something that you're creating. I don't care if it's something small. Yes, it is a good time to start businesses right now. Let me see. Let me look at sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the chat, guys. Oh dang, it was a lot of a lot of comments that I didn't see. Oh shit, isn't this the zombie apocalypse they've been warning us about? Hey, here's the thing. It's already been the zombie apocalypse. Remember, anybody that's had a conversation about me, I've always explained this analogy that the masses equals the Walking Dead. That's the whole reason why the Walking Dead is created, or any zombie movie. And the zombies represent the people that are asleep, that all they do is consume. Okay. They walk around and all they do is consume, and they infect anybody that they come in contact with. What happens when you spend a lot of time with people that are asleep? They tend to infect you and you become one of them, and you walk in the crowd like the sheep. If you notice, the zombies always move in herds like sheep. There's a reason why the authors always create it like that. Okay. And who are the people that are alive? These people are us, the conscious beings asleep. All right. So it's already been a zombie apocalypse. That's been since the first century. Okay. Echo, he's saying everybody else is panicking. I'm here being calm, enjoying life till spring equinox comes. Yes. Yes. Kelly, now might be a good time to start a distant Reiki business. Here's the thing. This is a good time to start anything, because obviously for all the people that had jobs that are shut down right now, this is the time, especially if you're one of my students. If you're one of my magic coaching students and you have, your job is shut down right now, this is the perfect time to take advantage of everything that I'm teaching you right now. Okay? This is the perfect time to take advantage of everything that I'm teaching you right now. Everybody else that's not one of my students, still, like I said, check that other video where I give you that sun portal. Okay? And like I already stated, if you need help with whatever you're trying to manifest, all you got to do is send that donation, the $10 donation, and email me what you're trying to manifest. Yeah, Haru, people are overreacting because, like I said, this is a very, very important spring equinox. I kind of already knew something was going to happen. If you think about it, this just started manifesting like a couple of months ago. And you see how fast everywhere, like, think about this, guys. I just want you guys to think. I want you guys to, put on your thinking caps for a moment. How on earth did a virus spread this quickly all around the world? Places even like North Korea, most people can't even get into North Korea. How did they get it? How did it get past to them? Think about it. They have so many regulations to get in North Korea. Most people are not even getting in there. Okay. Just think about that. Spread around the whole entire world within like 1 month in all locations. Okay. All locations have, some countries that have nothing to do with some of these other countries. But again, the main thing is you don't want to get caught up in that and worrying about what's going on with that. I've been telling you guys, if you've been following my advice on how to keep your energy high and your frequency high, you wouldn't even have to worry about none of this stuff. Okay? If you were following my whole 2019 stuff, the whole 2019, I'm talking about frequency. I'm talking about raising your frequency. What happens when you raise your frequency? You're raising your immune system. You're raising your digestive system. You're raising your blood flow. You're raising your energy. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about none of these stuff. Okay? All you can do is ride it out with the restrictions that the government puts on you, because there's nothing that you can do about that. But take it as a positive thing that now you have time to sit here and build. Like I said, the main thing is you don't want to get distracted by the work that you need to put in. You need to plant a seed. All right. You don't want to miss this. I'm telling you. I'll say it over and over again. You do not want to miss planting this seed this 2020. You don't want to miss the vision. Okay? What's your vision? If you don't know it, I'm going to need you to sit and think about that. I'm going to need you to think about that. I'm going to need you to think about yourself for a moment. Because, like I told you, when you bring your reality up, if I give you something and your reality becomes more positive, it becomes a domino effect with the realities around you. All right. So if you're doing good, automatically somebody in your life or in your vicinity is going to start doing good. And somebody in their life, it becomes a domino effect. So if you're sitting here wondering, how do we change the world so we don't have to go through stupid stuff like this right now? How do we wake more people up? You got to build your reality up. Because when you raise your frequency, you're raising the frequency of your area. So next year or the next time there's an important equinox or important solstice, we won't have to go through this crap. We can start taking our rightful seat as the royals of this, the people that are awake. Remember, there's always going to be a small amount of people that are awake in every single generation. We can't change that. Not everybody is going to be awakened at the same time. But the people that are awake are supposed to be leading the generation. And instead, the people that are awake are under the generation. And the reason why is because we're not doing anything. We're not thinking practically. Okay, you have to use this science for practical things. Don't get caught up when these spiritual people talk about the materialistic world. The materialistic world is a product of the spiritual world. It's the spiritual world's child, so to speak. Okay? Here's the thing. If you can't master the physical world, you can't master the spiritual world. That's just facts. The physical world is very easy to master. Half the people can't even do that. Remember the four worlds. I'm always talking about the four worlds: earth, water, air, spirituality, fire, which is spirituality. This correlates with the chakra systems, right? What do you need to do? Because if your physical world is not right, that's a reflection of your spiritual world. Everything is a reflection. So if your body's not right, that's a reflection of your spirit. I'm sorry. I'm trying to give you guys the truth here. We got time. We got time today. So we're going to talk. Your body is a reflection of your spirit. You got a heavy body. You got a heavy spirit. That's okay. You know, let's just say you feel a little heavy. You can change it. But remember, we got to put in the work. Today I got time, Haru. 2020 vision. What's the perfect vision? John's telling you right in the comments, 2020, that vision. Like I told you, the zeros are you. The zero represents you. The whole, the world, the universe, the womb. We all came out of the womb. Why do you think? Let me put something else to you guys. In astrology, right? The sun symbol is the circle with the little dot in the middle. Why do you think that is? That's you coming out of the womb. Okay, because you represent the hero of the story. Remember, the sun. I hope I'm not going everybody's heads. If you've been listening to my videos, you know exactly what I'm saying when I said the sun is the hero of the story. So any story that you can think of, there's always a hero. There's always a main character, right? Well, and I'm connecting astrology to it because all mythology, all story formats, if you notice, every story has the same format. They have the same characters. These characters are based off of the higher archetypes. Every archetype that you can think of is always based off the stars. As above, so below. We're talking about the archetypes of the planets here. Even Carl Jung's archetypes are based off of the planets. Okay, he didn't create that system. He repackaged the system. That's what they always do. Okay. That again, so that when I say 2020, the zeros represent you, the zero represents you. What's left? The two, the 20, the 22. Letting you know what time it is. You guys gotta, I'm teaching you to understand symbolism. So you can learn it back here in your subconscious mind, because that's what sticks. I could tell you some regular old facts right now, right? And you might remember for the next week or two, but then you forget. So I want to speak symbolism to you. I want you to understand symbolism. Let me look at some of these comments. I keep missing so many. I'm sorry for if I'm missing some of your comments, guys. Oh, Kelly, you're saying the only thing I was worried about was the financial blowback. Wait a minute, let me go all the way back up. I didn't miss so many comments. Shout out to everybody on the live stream. I love you guys. Shout out to everybody participating. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, so you're saying you were worried about the financial blowback. Yeah, here's the thing. If you're creating your own, especially if you have an internet business, this is why I was, you got to understand, my whole 2019, I was trying to put people hip to working from home, right? Remember I'm promoting the how to make money from home session. I'm setting that up for you, because guess what? This would be the perfect time. Got a little fly in here. This would be the perfect time to run an internet business. Your internet business wouldn't be affected by this. That was 2019. Like I said, look at all my videos from 2019. Until now, and I'm setting things up. Okay. I'm setting things up. Haru, you said my brother thinks I'm crazy because I turned spiritual. He's an atheist, so go figure. 60% of raw food. Shout out to you. Today I got time. Oh man. I'm glad we're having fun today, guys. I want to keep those spirits up. I know all the stuff on the news and all the stuff on the internet, that's bringing your vibration down. So let's bring ourselves up here. Let's spend a little time together and bring our frequencies up. Okay. Even if you are scared of getting sick, again, depression and anxiety and fear brings your immune system down. So the more that you fear, the more that you're susceptible to getting sick. And we ain't got to think about a coronavirus. Let's talk about the regular common cold, the regular flu. Okay. I'd said this before, only sick people get sick. All right. Sick people get sick. All right. So I got a question here. I'm gonna try to, or starting now, I'm gonna try to keep up with this chat with these questions. Can you talk about more of the planetary energies and how they're affecting us? Symptoms. Is there something specific that you want to talk about concerning the planetary energies? Because I mean, that's kind of a broad question. I can't even, I don't know. I don't want to try to pronounce your name because I'm so bad at pronunciation. But you said, can you talk about the planetary energies and how they are affecting us? Symptoms, question mark. Because, there's all the planets are affecting us. So is there like a specific, direction you're trying to get to? Please let me know. Okay. Oh, do a lesson on decoding. Yeah. Well, any of my students, we're gonna start doing decoding. So anybody that is one of my magic coaching students, We're going to be getting into decoding because it's essential that you understand the language of symbolism. Okay, because there's messages all around in your reality concerning symbolism. So the way that logos are created with the colors, certain numbers and number combination. Um, I don't know why they are blocking some of these comments. It's not even nothing. YouTube is just ridiculous nowadays. Okay. But the thing is, you kind of really want to focus on understanding symbolism yourself. Okay. The first essential decoding that you need to understand is your own dreams. So again, if you're one of my magic coaching students, one of the things I'm telling you to do is document your dreams, but you want to learn how to decode these things yourself. You want to get familiar and try to familiarize yourself with understanding symbolism, because nowadays, of course, we're so logical. So you try to force yourself to understand things logically. Like if you have a dream, it's not speaking literally. So if you have a dream that did something bad to you, don't wake up saying, "Oh my God, I gotta watch out because that person's gonna do something bad to me." Again, you're taking it too literally. Like how the people that created the society take things. So when they read the Bible or they read, this ancient texts of ancient Sanskrit texts, they're taking things literally. And not instead of, because today we're so left-brained, we're so masculine. We don't understand feminine language anymore. So don't take things so literally with your dreams. Okay? Oh, um, Kelly Smith. Yeah. Kelly Smith. If you do distant Reiki, then yeah, if you have a website or if you have an email that you want to put and let the people know, again, this is what this is all about. Like I said, we're gonna uplift ourselves. This is what I've been promoting. I want you guys to create things. I want you guys to we need to all support each other. So again, if you have a business, just like I just promoted Sherry Young's business, you want to go to sherryyoung.com. So all the people that need help with branding, marketing, and website hosting and stuff like that, and website creation, go to sherryyoung.com. Shout out to her. Kelly Smith. Anybody that's interested in getting distant Reiki, Kelly Smith, put your information in there. All right. Anybody else that has their own businesses, please put it in the comments. Again, if you supported me, I'm going to support you. I want to buy from you, just like you buy from me. This is how we got to come together. This is how we make a change, guys. So one day, our community doesn't have to rely on those corporations anymore. And guess what? We are the majority. Okay, so they're going to have to start following suit with us. They're going to have to start working for us. But we got to make that first step first. We got to make that first step. All right, so the first step is planting a seed, is understanding your vision. What do you see for yourself? Because you're not meant to be on the low. Again, if you're here right now, if you're thinking about these things, you're trying to awaken. That means you're supposed to be up here. The awakened ones are supposed to run the world. That's how it's supposed to be. Or well, I don't want to say run the world, but they're the leaders of this world. But instead, what I see is the awakened ones are all at the bottom because they're not thinking practically. Think about a lot of the spiritual YouTubers. They're not thinking practically. They're telling you to run and hide and and disassociate with society and the materialistic world. How does that make sense if the materialistic world is a product of the spiritual world? There is no disconnection. So how would that, so where are you running to? Where are you running from in the first place? But the second question is, where are you running to? There is no disassociation. You can't disassociate with physical reality unless you leave the physical plane. Like, come on, like, this is what I'm saying. When you hear people talk about this stuff, you got to start calling them out on it. Where are you? What are you running from? Where are you running to? What do you mean you're disassociating with the physical world? What does that mean? Because if you ask any one of these YouTubers, they're still using money. They're still on the internet, using a computer. They're still driving in cars. They're still eating food. So what do they mean? You got to start calling people out on this stuff. Or you don't even have to call people out. I don't even suggest that. Just don't listen to the BS. Because there is no disassociation unless you're no longer on this physical plane anymore. Okay? We got to bring the true spiritualism back, because what's happening is they're turning this into a religion again. Religion is a system of control and a system of fear. Again, we don't preach fear over here. Somebody keeps emailing me right now about this fear about, I don't even want to put it out there, but please stop emailing me that fear-based stuff. I don't have time. I'm out here trying to get people to create businesses and help their families out. I don't have time for that. And you shouldn't have time either. Okay? You shouldn't have time either. I'm here trying to help you get your business up and get your health together, get your relationships together, get your travel and your vacations together so you can uplift your frequencies. I'm trying to help you decode your dreams. I'm trying to help you manifest things in this reality so others can manifest. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not just trying to talk about your astrology charts just for the sake of you giving an ego boost. In my astrology reading, I'm telling you your strengths and weaknesses so you can understand these things. That's what I'm giving you the reading for. So you can understand what your weaknesses are and what your strengths are, so you can focus on your strengths and stop wasting time on your weaknesses. So you can gather your team and find people that are strong in what you're weak in. So you can build your team. So you can find the perfect partners. I'm telling you to get your health together so you're not irritated and you're not blowing people off. Get your energy up so people don't dislike you. Again, I tell people all the time. There's a lot of people in the spiritual community that go around talking about they hate the world, they hate people because everybody hates them. That's because your energy is so low. That's because you're probably an energy vampire. And people don't like you because when your frequency comes up, let me tell you something, guys. When your frequency goes up, when your energy goes up, people get attracted to you like a moth, like a moth to a light. They can't stop being around you, even if they kind of resent you because of jealousy. I know I keep missing these comments, guys. Oh yeah, one last shout out to Kelly Smith. Please email her if you're looking for distant Reiki. Let's support each other, guys. Let's support each other. Contact her at her email. It's in the comments. Anybody else, put your pages up, put your emails up, whatever that you do. Get with me if you have an idea. Okay? Let's support each other now. Okay? All right. Oh, Charles, namaste. Thank you. Thank you for coming into the live stream. Influence the world. Somebody, Haru, you said is weed bad? What you think, my brother? Nah, it's the way that we do it. You know, we abuse things, So all the people that smoke weed 24 hours a day, yeah, that's going to become toxic because you're abusing it. But is a plant bad? No, plant is not bad. You do it sparingly, you do it right. The best way to do it, I said this many times, is to vaporize it. If not, you use it in a tea form. But all the people that are smoking that is cigar wrappings and stuff like that, it's going to turn toxic, okay? But the best thing you could do is vaporize it, okay? Anything, and again, if you're abusing anything, you can abuse water. You could drink too much water, right? And you could die. So that's with anything. So anything that you abuse is going to become toxic. But no, a plant is not bad. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. If you abuse it, right, you're going to lose memory. You're going to lose your memory. That's what happens. You're going to stop having dreams. That's a clear sign. Here's the thing, guys. If you're not dreaming, that means your frequency is low. All right, because this is the tier list. This is the tier list, okay? Your frequency starts to get higher and you start having dreams more frequently. Then your frequency goes up even more and you start having lucid dreams. If you don't know what a lucid dream is, that's basically a dream where you become conscious within that dream. I know it sounds really weird if you never heard of it or experienced before, but I'm pretty sure most of you have, heard of it. Okay. The next tier list, the top tier is your frequency is so high that you just start coming out of your body all the way together. So that means you taking your consciousness out of your body. That's what that, if have any of you ever heard of the Merkaba? Because that's what they mean. When they say take your consciousness, you build the Merkaba around your consciousness and you start traveling around. Again, if you never heard of that, I know it seems a little weird and spooky, right? But this is facts. All right. This is facts. Thoughts on psychedelics. Again, my thoughts on psychedelics is everything sparingly. As long as it's the natural forms, like mushrooms or something. Like, you know, but like I said, abusing anything is going to become toxic. So always just remember that. Always just remember that, I'm sorry, Kelly Smith. I don't know why they blocked your Gmail again. I just made sure it came back up though. I don't know why YouTube is doing that. Oh, thank you. Okay, Charles. I'm definitely not in fear over the corona thing going on. However, the lockdown hit. Yeah, no. Yo, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The lockdown messed me up. All right. I was pretty upset about that, but you know how I take things. Look, again, I'm not wasting time being on low. I took advantage of it. Guess what? We gonna be on lives. I got time to do more consultations now. Because remember, just a video and a half ago, I was saying that I won't be able to do consultations for a long time because I'm gonna be traveling. So what that just let me know is maybe the universe is saying that, there's some people right now that really need that information. So again, all the people that, that wanted to set up those consultations, but I was saying it was too late, just like 2 days ago. Well, now emailing me again, or I'll email you and let you know. All right, well, we can start doing these consultations now. So you just gotta work with it, my brother. Yeah, I've been dreaming more. We're using mugwort. Thank you, Shay. Yeah, I am naturally high on life. ASM. Are you familiar with sound yoga? No, I'm not familiar with sound yoga. That's new to me. That's something I gotta research. Okay. But yeah, like I said, anything, as far as psychedelics or any kind of herb, Okay. You want to use these things sparingly, especially herbs that are medicine. People tend to forget that, medicine is medicine. You don't take medicine every single day of the year, right? Even with your detox herbs and stuff. This is when I was saying that you're not supposed to be detoxing every single day. You don't need to do that. Detoxing is just like a jump for your body. Once a year, but you have to detox the proper way. That's the whole reason why I was doing the detox sessions. All right. Here's the thing. All right. For anybody that's still a little bit worried about getting sick with anything, because this is flu season anyway, this is allergy season anyway. All right. One of the best supplements that you could take is black seed oil. All right. Now, you know what? You know what, guys? I'm gonna put you on something right now. I found one of the best black seed oils. Here's the one thing. I want to know that brand of black seed oil that a lot of people get. That's not the good stuff, man. You should already know I was on it. you know, Let me find this website real fast. I'm about to put you guys on something real quick. And you guys can look up this brand too. This black seed oil is from Ethiopia. What's it called? Bionatal. Again, you already know, guys, that it's a little on the expensive side, but I'm gonna give you two websites. What's up, John? Thank you for stopping in the live stream. Shout out to everybody in the live stream. ASMR Rose, thank you for the donation. You know I love you. You know I got love for you. You always support me. Thank you. I'm letting you, here you go. There's one. Let me get this other joint. Let me get this other black seed oil. These black seed oils are from Ethiopia. And apparently, wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, guys, while I pull this other one up. There you go. Black seed oil. This is for all the people that, let's just say, you're slightly worried. You might not be in fear, but you're like, yo, I want to protect myself. I want to protect myself. Again, you should be using black seed oil anyway. All right. You should be using that anyway. Okay. That's gonna take away everything, guys. But like I said before, you being happy raises your immune system. If you're depressed, anxiety, low energy, okay, this is going to affect your immune system. Remember, sick people get sick. Okay, this is why I want you to manifest your visions so you build confidence. Okay, so you build confidence. Again, anybody that's new in the chat, like I said, I'm still doing our big ritual on March 22nd. So if you want me to help you manifest something, right? Like I said before, all you got to do is send a $10 donation. The donation link is in the description of this video, and then email me what you're trying to donate. Email me what you're trying to bring into existence. Because me and my group, we're not letting this stop us. Though we're not going to be doing our traveling anymore for at least for a while. We're still doing the ritual on the 22nd. Okay. But yeah, black seed oil. Let me think of something else. There's nothing more potent than that I can think of off the top of my head. By the way, anybody new in the chat room, please hit the like button for me. But there's nothing stronger than that I can think of. Of course, there's other things like elderberry. You guys know about that stuff. Elderberry's cool, but again, it's going to take a little bit longer. Like that black seed oil, that's going to work within a couple of days. ASMR Rose, yes, I did get refunds on my flights. Yeah, they better give me that refund. I did get refunds on my flights, full refunds. Uh, yeah, anything, John, any of those things that you can think of, but I can't think of anything that's gonna work faster than black seed oil. Oh, sorry to hear that, Kelly Smith. Yeah, I don't when did she ask for a refund? Because oh well, I guess it depends on the airlines because I was using American Airlines and American Airlines stated that you can get a refund if your flight was between March 1st and something. I can't remember the exact date. Okay. But yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the thing what they'll do, yeah, is what they'll do. They'll give you credit to the airline. Okay. And you can use that credit for whatever. Like I had like 8 trips set up, right? So I got all this credit back with the airline. So I can use that credit for whatever. So the first thing I'm supposed to do is Vegas in June, Las Vegas in June. So hopefully everything, is better by then because that's where I'm shooting to go. So anybody in the Las Vegas area in June or anybody that wants to meet me out there, let me know and we can set some things up. But hopefully that's what I'm shooting for. Las Vegas in June. All right. Um but like I said, for all the people that's just checking in, my main concern is promoting that you don't want to get distracted from this equinox because it's one of the most important equinoxes that we've had in a long time. The most important, if you're like me, I'm age 30. This is the most important equinox that we've ever had in my whole life so far. Okay. So most of you are probably around my age or a little bit younger, a little bit older, whatever it is. This is most likely the most important equinox you've had in your life. So this is very essential. Okay. Um, you want to plant your seeds this time. Like I said, it's funny that they're making you sit still on a time period that you're supposed to be moving, on a time period that you're supposed to be really pushing. But here's the thing. This is why I was saying it was so essential that you should have an internet business because you can still move and push on the internet. Now, if you had a brick and mortar business, you had business that has to deal with the physical a lot. Like one of my other businesses, which is Vibe Star Entertainment, is we do live events, parties, music showcases, and networking events. That's completely smashed right now. Obviously, right? There's nothing we can do about that. But again, that's not my only business. Remember when I was telling you guys you gotta have not just to rely on one income, right? Not just to rely on one income. Okay. Because because again, let's just pretend that I was for all the people that because I know a lot of people in that field where they do host live events and stuff like that, they're screwed for the next couple of months. They're not going to be able to pay their bills. And I feel sorry for that, but this is why you got to have multiple incomes, multiple streams of incomes. What spiritual person is telling you that? Let me know. No, I haven't heard any spiritual person telling you to have multiple streams of income. Again, this is what I mean by they're not giving you practical information. This is what the science is for. Because you're here to be a creator. All right. So if you're not using this to create anything, you're wasting your time. Okay. I don't care what you're trying to create, better body, uh, but you should always think about things that is going to affect the world. But here's the thing, even a better body, because that's going to change your frequency, is going to affect people around you, and which in turn affects the world. Okay. But multiple streams of income is very, very important. Because here's the thing, you don't have just one want or desire, right? There's a bunch of things you want to do. And this is why most people kind of get caught up, because they're like, there's so many things I want to do. Well, here's what you have to do. You have to just write those things out and do them according to importance. So one way you can look at it is is you could look at it and you could use your imagination and say to yourself, remember, you have all the list of your goals, of all the things that you want to manifest. You want to say, if I had to start taking things away, what's something that I absolutely have to have right now? Okay, that's how you can look at it. You're not discarding your other desires, right? You're just going through and you're working on them according to importance. So what's the most important desire that you need to manifest now? Because half of the time you need to manifest something in order to get something else that you're looking for. Oh, Kelly Smith, you said, glad you caught this. Yeah, don't let them get you in fear. All right. Fear makes your immune system go down. All right. So again, if you're worried about getting sick, sick people get sick because they're so such in a low vibration. Okay. They're such in a low vibration. All right. Appreciate all the love, guys. Shout out to everybody in the live stream right now. I just appreciate everybody tuning in. Um, is there any questions you guys have concerning it? Like I said, concerning. Oh, okay. So ASMR. Can I ask a question about the portal drawing? When you're writing your goal in the circle, should it go around in the circle? Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Basically, what you're doing is you're just, you want to write one goal in the that sun portal circle. Okay. So you just want to write it. It doesn't have to go round in a circle. It could just go whatever. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't matter. That's a good question though. Okay. Oh yeah. Kelly, you're saying all my food industry friends are laid off. Yeah, flutes, gongs. Uh my favorite are Tibetan singing bowls. I'm trying to tell you guys, Tibetan singing bowls has such a high frequency. I mean, those things change you. Okay, especially if you get it in person. But I know all the time we can't get them in person. You can go on YouTube, but remember, when you go on these streaming services, including YouTube, they change the frequency, because I have a bachelor's degree in audio and music production. So we know exactly how sound changes when it gets on these different platforms. What happens is that the files are too large. So in order to get on these online platforms, they have to smush the sound waves. So you're not getting the full sound wave. Now there's certain frequencies that you can't hear, but they take those things out and they crush them because it's too large. The file is going to be too large. All right. So the best thing you can do is get them and get that healing in person. Anybody who has a Tibetan singing bowl, you're lucky. I've been meaning to get one. Like, you probably looking at me like, damn, you should have been had one. Like, um, I'll be getting that soon enough though. And what I'm gonna start doing is on these live streams, I might just take a 5 to 10 minute break and start playing that thing, so y'all can get that healing. Even though again, it's gonna be processed through the platform, so it's gonna crush the file, but You know, if anybody's looking for a very important investment, like all those tax returns, you should have, I should have made a video of that. Like all the people that are getting nice tax returns, do something, invest in something really important, like getting, a little Tibetan singing bowl, even if it's one of the little ones, and just let yourself vibe out to one of those things. I'm talking about they do some serious work on your frequency and on your aura field. I'm letting you guys know right now. Okay. I'm letting you guys know right now. Oh yeah, Charles, Jupiter goes in. Okay. The Jupiter symbol goes in the circle. All right. John says singing in the shower. Yeah, singing, humming. Again, this is all frequency. Oh, Shalana, you say you have 3. You need to get me one. Yeah, I need to hurry up and get one. But yeah, singing in the shower, humming, that's building frequency. I remember one of my old videos, I forget what the video was called, about the 7 tones. So if you wake up in the morning and even just doing the regular one, that vibration you get in your chest when you do that, that's vibration. And I already been saying that when you first wake up, you should always do some breathing exercises. When you first wake up, breathing exercises and stretching. It's probably the most important thing that you could do. Or exercise. But stretching and doing breathing exercises can be even healthier for you. Some people over exercise. All right, a lot of Americans do that. All right, so it puts stress on the limbs, it puts stress on the joints. But stretching and breathing, that's something, because what you're mainly trying to achieve is blood flow here. All right, because the blood flow is going to help the organs, it's going to help the brain. That's what you're trying to achieve, is blood flow and oxygen to accommodate that blood flow. So breathing and stretching, there you go. You got your oxygen, you got your blood flow. It comes together. And if you do that every morning for 2 weeks, because some people ask me things, they're not getting results for things. I always say you have to be consistent with things. It's just like taking an herb. If you only take it once every 2 weeks, it's not going to work, right? So let's just say you do the stretching and the breathing. It could be any breathing exercise. You go right on YouTube and type in breathing exercises, stretching and breathing for 2 weeks. Okay. You're gonna notice a whole difference in your body and the clarity in your mind. You know what? I want to add on something. It's self-massage too. Self-massage, right? So massaging your own feet, massaging your own hands, massaging your own scalp, massaging your face. See, I haven't been doing that. I haven't even been, I have, I got to get with my own damn advice because I've been working with so many people so much. Um, but yeah, so breathing exercises, stretching, self massage. Okay. Just massaging your feet and your hands and your scalp. You're going to notice a difference after a couple weeks. The clarity in your mind, the focus that you can achieve, the energy that you start to gain. Okay. This is what I want you guys to start doing. Because you're gonna feel these changes, okay? Because then some people talk about they're tired all the time, right? Well, it's because you're not getting enough blood flow. I mean, it could be other health issues, of course, but a lot of times it's really simple things. You're not getting enough blood flow. It's simple. Other times it could be you're eating foods that you're allergic to. Most people are allergic to wheat products and don't even know. Okay. Most people are allergic to soy and don't even know. So something else that I could give you is that you could get an allergy test. You want to make sure what you're. Matter of fact, you don't even need the allergy test. Just stop eating this stuff. All right. To be honest, because even if you're not allergic to it, those two things are messing people up. But I'm just saying, a lot of people are allergic to it. So if you're allergic to it, you really need to stop eating it. I'm trying to tell you that stuff is messing. If you're allergic to it, it's slowly destroying your immune system and your organs. Okay. Chi circulation exercises. Yeah, it's always good to fast. I always tell people that, the human body wasn't even meant to consume food every single day. All right. Again, if you're doing these things, you don't have to worry about no virus. All right. If you keep your energy so high, you keep your blood flow and your organs working properly, you don't have to worry about these things. And even if you do get sick, you still don't have to worry about it because you'll make a quick recovery. Okay? You'll make a quick recovery. Even if you did get sick. Most of the time you won't. Like I said, this is flu season anyway. This is allergy season anyway. Now, allergies are the things that are a little bit more difficult because of the whole bee situation is going on right now. There's such a decline in the bees with the bees that there's going to be more pollen in the air. So just think about it like this. Everybody's scared of sneezing and coughing right now, right? Well, wait till that pollen starts to, it's already starting already. I'll give it another month, right? There's going to be people are going to have a lot of bad allergies. What's going to happen is that people are going to confuse the symptoms with the virus that's being promoted right now, the coronavirus. Somebody sees you sneezing, they're going to, whoa, whoa, and coughing. Oh, yes, overeating is a problem, especially in America. All my Americans that's tuned in right now, we got an overeating problem. Um, but here's something else that I want to give you uh for allergies, okay? Remember when I was talking about the self massage, right? In your face. So here you go. If you just massage this area for like a couple of minutes every morning, just you could even do circles. Okay, even right here, all this area, you know, do this. I don't know what they call this, but I'm just demonstrating it. Then little circles, little, around this area. You do that consistently, okay, every morning. That's going to, again, you're creating this blood flow in this area. It's going to help you out with those allergies and that you having a stuffy nose. Because usually it's pressure in this area. Like even you'll notice it feels like there's pressure here. Okay. Like if you're having really bad allergies, or even if you're sick, if you have like the flu or something, you'll notice you'll feel a lot of pressure in this area. So what you want to do is you want to ease, you know, this area by massaging it lightly. Okay. Also, I forget what those products are called. I might have to get that later for you guys. Oh, ASMR. You said, do you prank sneeze in public? Hey, anybody that follows me on Facebook, I had put that up. I was like, I'm waiting for all the brave YouTubers to do prank sneezing in public right now. And I had posted one, and the guy got in trouble with the police. That's how serious it is. So I wouldn't recommend that you guys do it, because they're taking it very seriously, and he was causing a panic. They hit him with what is the charge? I forget the exact name of the charge, but it's disrupting the public, and he got to pay a fine now. So I wouldn't advise you guys doing it personally, um, because people will call the cops on you. Okay, so let me see. Let me see. Yes, this is perfect time to fast home because of social distancing, just well as fast. Yeah, you guys, if you guys are fasting, like I said, if you're new into the live stream, black seed oil. Okay, I can't think of anything more potent than black seed oil. All right, black seed oil. All right. So, um, Kelly Smith, you said fasting freaks me out for some reason. Well, the thing is, you might just not be used to it. So you got to go in small doses. The thing I always tell people, we tend to jump ahead of ourselves too much because we want fast results. So you can fast for one day. Or here's something else. You could start out small. You could do like a raw food fast where you just eat raw foods for like 3 days. Kelly, try eating raw foods for just 3 days. And uh yeah, again, there's all different types of fasting. Yeah, thank you. Or intermediate fasting, where you don't eat any food until 12, at least 12 p.m. See, me, I go over a little bit. Like I might not eat food until about 4 p.m. and then stop eating around 8 or 9 p.m. All right, so you could start out with that intermediate fasting, but let's just say from 12 to 8 or 9. That could be your window of eating food. All right, that's giving you a good time to fast. Or like I said, there's so many different types of fasting. You don't have to just not eat for like 10 days. That's extreme fasting. That's for the people that have been doing this for years. Okay. That's for the people that have been doing this for 10 years. They've been, doing all kinds of fasting. And yeah, they'll be able to do a 10-day fast where they're not eating no food. Yeah, Echo, it does, it is a mental thing. Especially, the thing is, it's a little more difficult. Like these times are trying to keep us in the house. So fasting when you have to stay in the house all the time is a little bit more difficult because the food is just all around you in your house, right? It's just really easy to just go, you know, to the kitchen and get some food. See, when I fast, I like to be out about in the world a lot more because it takes your mind off of food. So I like to keep myself busy by like going to different places and you won't even realize that you're getting hungry. Like that's how it works. But if you're just sitting in the house all day, like fasting becomes really, really hard. At least for me anyway. I don't know, it might be different for everybody else. Okay. It might be different from everybody else. Yeah, Jenny, yeah, see, you did 10 days water only. Yeah, again, that's a very, that's extreme. That's for people um that have been doing this for a while. Uh Again, with those supplements, you don't really, like I said, the best supplement I can think of, guys, is black seed oil. I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but you know, that's the best one that I can think of. Okay. But all these other things are helpful. So I'm just saying there's gonna be nothing more potent than that. You can use those other things in combination, of course. Um, and plus we got to talk about just regular sunlight. getting regular sunlight, that's medicine in itself. Don't forget about moonlight. But like I said, medicine itself is just being in the sun. And also remember, like I said, breathing exercises, stretching, and self massage. This is all simple stuff. All right. You don't have to spend too much money on all these things. Okay. We don't have to spend so much money. Again, you could build your own immune system up. Okay. So I'm just letting you guys know because, like I said, of course, the media, social media is going to have you scared thinking about your immune system. And again, you, you should have been thinking about your immune system anyway. Okay. Should have been thinking about your immune system anyway. So it might be a good wake up call. Again, think when things happen in reality, you got to look at the benefits that are coming out of it. There's always a benefit. Like I said, anybody that had their businesses online, this is your time to shine as a business online. This is why I was trying to tell you guys. This is what I was trying to tell you guys to hop on that, making money online thing. Because the businesses online are going to be thriving right now. They're going to be the only businesses making money at this point, unless they're essential business, which is like, you know, um, a grocery store or a pharmacy. Every other businesses, um, they're going to be hit right now. So all those people that had businesses online, you guys are going to be thriving. And I was already trying to make you guys hip. I was preaching that how I was giving out that how to make money from home session for like a whole year and a half. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to put you guys trying to put you guys on, man. I know it's a little bit hard to set things up. I mean, but once you get set, anything is hard. The beginning of anything is hard. Okay. Okay. Yeah, like I said, anybody, like I said, I'll be, obviously my travel plans have gotten messed up, ASMR, but I'll be in Las Vegas in June, hopefully. So I'll be chilling till then. So, I can do the consultations because like I said, just a video ago or two videos ago, I was saying that I wasn't going to be doing consultations for a while because I was going to be doing all that traveling. So that's changed. So any of those people that were asking and I told them no, and you're on this live stream or you see it, the recorded version, just contact me back or I'll contact you and let you know that yes, we can do the sessions now. We can do the astrology reading or whatever it was that you were asking for. We actually can do that now. Yeah, hey, like I said, I'll keep you updated, but I'll be in Vegas in June. I'm thinking uh I'm talking it over with my people and we were thinking June 11th. I'll I'll be in Vegas. June 11th to June, I think it was June 16th. That was June 11th is a Thursday. And then the 16th is a Tuesday. So I'll be there uh from that time period. And then after that, we'll be going to Miami. We don't have an exact date for Miami, but it's probably going to be slightly right after that though. But I'll keep you guys updated. Okay. So again, my main message here, again, if you are getting caught up in the panic, black seed oil, simple things, getting good sunlight, um, like I said, those breathing exercises, stretching your body every morning. Again, most of you have time now. Before, you were living a busy lifestyle. Now you got the time to sit and really focus on yourself. So take advantage of that. Again, now you can still push and plant these seeds though. All right. That's what I really want to tell you. You can still plant these seeds for the spring equinox. Um, and anybody that's doing anything online, you really want to push. Okay. Groceries are making a killing right now. Yeah. Like I said, I wanted to uplift I wanted to uplift everybody's frequency. I felt it. All those people that can feel things, you can feel when everybody is, you can feel that tension. So I was like, man, I'm getting on live. We're about to crack some jokes. We're about to talk. We're going to talk. We're going to, for all the people out there that, might be alone right now, you don't have family, or you don't have a lot of friends and you're quarantined at this point, we can talk. I don't want to make you feel like you're alone out there. Uh, Again, this is a community that we're building. So, this is why I wanted to hop on to uplift everybody's frequency, to remind you what time it is. Okay. To remind you the importance of this time, the importance of getting what you deserve. That's the real thing that we have to understand here, is that you deserve this. You deserve the things that you've been working for. A lot of you've been working so much. you know, you've been working so much and you're not getting anything out of it. At least the things, again, you're working so much, but you're building something else up for other people all the time. And that's fine. It's good to do that, but there has to be a balance, right? You have to get something out of things, but you have to get the things that you truly desire. Because believe it or not, guys, you get karmic debt for not doing things, for not focusing on you as well, just as much as if somebody is taken all the time. That's just the other extreme to this. All right. If you're letting somebody walk all over you all the time, that's just as bad as you taking all the time. This is what people fail to realize. When we say good things happen to, bad things happen to good people, it's because a lot of times those same good people are on that very other extreme where they just, you know, get walked on all the time. Saturn is very precise in this. So I want you to understand this. You can't just give all the time. You have to get something back as well. This is why I'm so adamant in making you guys understand the law of exchange. Okay. So for one, stop taking all the time and expecting things for free and expecting only things to come to you, but also stop giving all the time without getting anything back. Everything is a contract. So in your contracts, what are you getting out of the deal? What are you giving? What are you getting? This is how you want to, anytime you're dealing with anybody, any human being on this planet, okay, you got to think, what are you giving? What are you getting? Because either extreme, you're going to get the karmic debt. And this is why bad things happen to good people. Because most of them are on the extreme because of religion, right? In religion, they tell you, just give everything. And you're not anything. You're not important whatsoever. Just give all your power to something else. So in return, this affects how they deal with people. They just give all their power away. That creates karmic debt. Because do you really honestly think you were here to do that on this planet? Do you really take yourself so lightly? Do you really take your existence that lightly? That's almost disrespectful to the universe for you to even take your existence that lightly. For you not to be here trying to get to create something. That's disrespectful to the universe and to everything that's going on right now. For you to just say and try to disassociate yourself. That's very, very disrespectful. If you really think about it. Do you know what it took to get you here? Do you know the opportunity that you've been given to be here right now? And you're not taking advantage of it. You're taking it for granted. Do you know how many spirits and souls are trying to take your spot right now? That's the thing. You got to know the opportunity. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. You know how many spirits and souls and beings and entities all want your spot. This is like a gold mine right here, to be in the physical realm, to be able to experience pleasure and pain. It's a gold mine. You see, you really, again, like I said, religion has taught us to take our existence lightly, to take our existence for granted and say, hey, we're nothing. You know how many religious people tell me, they're like, I am nothing, God is everything, or I am nothing. That's disrespectful. What do you mean you are nothing? You are everything. You are everything. Okay? That's what this is about. It's time for you to start taking responsibility as well too, and stop blaming everything else. Don't blame the coronavirus, right? Like I just told you how to, yeah, if they try to stop your physical movement, fine. They can't stop the spirit movement. They can't stop this mental movement. They can't stop these emotional movements. We online right now. They can't, even if they turn the internet off, it's fine. I'll connect with you in another way. We'll work it out. You'll hear from me somehow. Again, you just adapt to your current situations. Don't be like, again, we love to just point the finger. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they do. What matters is what you do. What are you going to do about it? Are you just going to complain like everybody else and sit and be mad about what's going on right now? Or what are you going to do about it? You know, maybe some of you might have to sit still so you can get right with who's around you in your reality at this moment. A lot of you have conflicts with the beings that are very important to you right now, such as family. Remember, that's affecting your realm. If you have toxicity within your close relationships, do you think you're going to have enough energy to manifest your true desires in this world? You got to look at all the toxicity in your realm and fix it. A lot of you might have to sit still so you can fix that toxicity in your close relationships. I'm just trying to make the best out of the situation. That's what I'm doing. Look at the situation differently. Like I said, forget what they doing. Forget what they doing. Even if you, right, if you do have a family of zombies, I know your situation. um, but you have to get it off yourself. Okay. It's like when you have to apologize, right? You're not really apologizing for the other person. You're apologizing for yourself because the toxicity is on you. If you don't get it off of you, that's only going to hurt you. So let's just say you have extreme hatred for somebody, right? Or extreme dislike, and they keep popping up in your mind. That's the toxicity that's bringing you down. And you might just have to let it go. You're not forgiving them because, you're forgiving them for you, because your hatred towards them is not affecting them. It's affecting your immune system. It's affecting your red blood cells. It's affecting your brain cells. It's distracting you from your goals. And then you just keep packaging it on, packaging it on. You get a new person that does something wrong to you, and you bring this energy all around you. It's just like a backpack full of toxic energy, and you're wondering why people feel a certain way around you because you're just a walking toxic person. We've all been there, and we all might be there right now. So that's why I'm trying to point these things out to you, because you got time right now. Don't let the panic distract you, because that's exactly what's happening. These are the things that you should be thinking about. That's why I said, what is the things that you need to manifest right now that's the most important? Okay. What is the things that's most important? If this was the end of the world, let's go into our imagination. If this was the end of the world, what's most important right now? Okay. Well, I tell you what, it's probably relationships. It's probably relationships. It's probably relationships. I told you what was the real currency. Who remembers what when I said what was the when I told you the real currency? I said the real currency is people. That's why they tell you your network is your net worth. That's not just a practical phrase, that's also a spiritual phrase. Okay? Because human beings are like batteries. So the more people that are centered around you, remember, wherever your attention goes, energy flows. So anybody that's ever performed before or stood up in front of a stage and spoke to people, when you get off that stage, you feel like very energetic. You feel almost high because everybody's attention is on you. Wherever attention goes, energy flows. So what happens when you have a whole network of people that have their attention on you, that feel good vibes about you? Because that's the main key thing, right? Of course, your network has to like you, right? They have to feel good vibes about you. What happens? You start gaining all this power. You start gaining all this energy. What is energy? That's when you start receiving better relationships. That's when you start receiving more income, truthful income. Because, like I said, you can force income and you can become a millionaire, but be miserable. What I'm telling you to do is get income that is not forced, but is through love. So you're getting income from the things that you love to do. You don't have to force anything. Again, what YouTuber is telling you this? Spiritual YouTuber, anyway. I'm telling you, what they're telling you to do all the time is dissociate and run away. Tell me I'm lying. Can somebody in the chat say that I'm lying? They're always telling you to run away. Because here's the thing, misery loves company. A lot of these spiritual people, because here's the thing, in order for you to even get this knowledge, you have to be broken to pieces so you can rebuild yourself, so you can rise from the ashes like the phoenix. So a lot of us came to this information through pain. Okay, but that's the first stage. No matter how you got here, everybody that's speaking with me right now, no matter how you got here, the first step is to get out of that, though. Most of these people are at that first step where they're still stuck in the pain. Okay. They didn't get to the second step yet. The second step is when you heal yourself of that pain. So you're probably thinking, well, how the hell do I heal myself? You heal yourself when you take responsibility. When you look at yourself, when you say, I'm an addict. You think about it, they say that all the time. Let's just say you're an alcoholic. You're not going to change if you don't realize you're an alcoholic. Okay. Most of the time, you have to look in the mirror and say, I am selfish as hell. It's not your fault. Society raised you to be like that. Yeah, Devin King. Yeah. That's the whole reason why I do the astrology readings. Like I'm telling you, I'm not giving you the astrology readings for ego purposes so you can just hear about yourself. Yeah, it feels good to hear about yourself, right? But the main thing I'm giving you the astrology reading for is so you can understand your strengths and weaknesses. That's the key point. I told you that your astrology reading is a map. Why are you not using that map? I told you the importance of knowing your ruling planet. And I also told you that all these other astrologers never talk about your rulerships. I can't stress that enough. There's so many people that claim to do astrology readings, but they don't give you your rulerships, the most important part of the reading. They just talk, you know what they do? They talk about your personality. Anybody's had an astrology reading with me, it's 3 phases, right? Your rulerships, your personality, and your houses. So what they usually talk about is your personality and your houses. Why? Because it's very, very close to you. So it'll make you feel good to hear about your personality. And that's cool. That's good, right? But that's not all it's for. Just to hear about your personality. Jenny, no, your ruling planet is not your sun sign. let's just say your sun sign is Virgo, like mine. Virgo's Virgo's ruled by Mercury, but that's not your ruling planet. Okay. Not saying that it couldn't be your ruling planet. You have to go into your chart. Okay. You have to go into your chart. I know I'll be saying this all the time. But again, this is for more so the new people that are just checking in. Shout out to all the new subscribers as well. You have to go into your chart to get your rulerships anyway. You can go on the free websites and look at, your houses and stuff. Just to see the placements, but I already told you that the descriptions are going to be off because they're describing things individually. Okay. Devin King, uh, it depends. Just because Capricorn is in Saturn doesn't mean you're going to be ruled by Saturn. Again, you got to look at your whole chart. So, dang, I wish I knew how to pronounce your name, some of your names in here, but I'm paying attention. So my ruling planet is the moon. Okay. My ruling planet is the moon. I'm a sun sign Virgo. I'm a sun sign Virgo. My ascendant sign is Cancer. My moon sign is Cancer. Uh, what else? My Mercury's in Libra. My Venus is in Scorpio. My Mars is in Libra. What else? What am I forgetting? Jupiter. I have Jupiter in Cancer. I have Saturn in Capricorn. And yeah. Okay. But my ruling planet is the moon. My ruling sign is Cancer. My ruling element is water. My ruling mode is the cardinal mode. Okay. Um, and my south node is in Leo and my north node is in Aquarius. So hold on, let me see. So if I have 4 planets in Capricorn, would that make it ruling? It depends, Devin. I will have to look at your chart. Okay. I will have to look at your chart. Again, it's different with everybody. That's the whole point. That's another thing. I'm telling you guys, and I was just saying this on one of my sessions yesterday, that the reason why people generalize all the information is because it's easier. Okay. It's because it's easier to do so. This is why with my magic coaching session, I said I can only take a certain amount of people because I'm not generalizing. I'm giving you the information that's specifically for you according to your numerology and astrology chart. So it takes a lot of work on my part. You know, I could have did something like created a whole course online, right? And said, hey, everybody can get in, everybody can pay, but it will be a general course. It wouldn't be specifically for you. You see what I mean? Because things have to be specifically for you. So, like when you get online and you see the people doing tarot card readings, and they're telling you, "I'll do a tarot card reading for everybody for 2019 or 2020." How does that make sense when everybody's energy is different? How does that make sense when they get online and they do an astrology prediction for 2020 for everybody? It's not going to make sense. A lot of you be scared of Mercury in retrograde. Why? Who got people in fear over Mercury and any planet in retrograde? I don't know where this stuff comes from. Who decided that Mercury in retrograde was a bad thing? People was talking about, oh man, don't start a business or don't blah 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 because Mercury is in retrograde, don't travel. Where does this stuff come from? Okay. Can somebody let me know? I don't know where. John said the TV. Oh man, 1 2 North Node. How important? Yeah, why are people scared of planets? Please let me know, guys. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just as dumbfounded. They got the whole world. As soon as Mercury retrograde come, Mercury goes retrograde every damn month. So more fear every single month. Oh my God, Mercury's in retrograde. Where did that? I don't know where that comes from. That doesn't come from the text of astrology texts. Maybe in new books and stuff like that, but there's no original astrology text talking about you should be fearful of any retrograde. And plus, let's just say Mercury retrograde was bad, but it still depends on your chart. Still depends on where Mercury's at in your chart. And if Mercury might be retrograde in your chart. So guess what? That's a whole different story. Okay, so how important are your north and south nodes? Very important. They're considered they're considered to be a part of your rulerships. So you have a ruling planet, you have a ruling sign, you have a ruling element, you have a ruling mode, and then the north and south nodes are rulerships as well. The reason why, because when I say rulerships, these are things that affect your whole entire existence, not just your personality and not just a section of your existence, like the houses. The houses represent different sections of your lifestyle. Your rulerships affect your whole existence, from your body, from whatever it is. That's why the rulerships are the most important. So again, if you get an astrology reading and you don't get the rulerships, they just scam the hell out of you, because the rulerships are the most important. You could do better with just getting a reading about your rulerships than if you got a reading about your houses and your other planets. It would actually do you more good. That's how important it is. So your north and south node, your south node represents the things you've acquired from past lifetimes. They also represent hidden skill sets, because you need to use these things to get to your north node. So it's very, very thin ice with the south node. It's considered to be a bad thing with most astrologers. And kind of it is, because you can get stuck in your north and your south node. What I mean is, especially when you're in defense mechanism. Like if you're at a part of your life where you're in defense mode, most of the time you're going to your south node, and because it's comfortable for you. So your north node is how you evolve. So whatever your north node is, that's your evolution. But you can't get rid of your south node. You need to use those skill sets to get to your evolution. I use the analogy of a caterpillar and a butterfly. The south node part of you is your caterpillar self. The north node part of you is your butterfly self. If what happens if you killed the caterpillar? There's no butterfly. All right. We got to get on point with this. So How important are your north nodes? Very good, very great question. They're very important because that shows you your evolution as a human being on this planet. How do you find your ruling planet? You got to do a lot of mathematics. So that's why most people just get an astrologer to do it for them. It's mathematics. That's excuse me, guys. That's why they explained the planets with archetypes. Because if we start talking mathematics, you're not going to get what the hell I'm telling you. Okay, if I start talking mathematics, you're not going to understand what I mean. But if I start talking in archetypes, it's going to start to sink in. All right, it's going to start to sink in. And again, like I told you guys, since I'm not going to be traveling now, I could do consultations again. So anybody that wants astrology reading, I do numerology readings now, tarot readings. You guys should know. Just check out, the check out the description of this video and send me an email. And if you want to know all my services, I'll send you the services and the prices through email. So just email is occulthealing22@gmail.com. Okay, hold on. I'm missing some of these. I'm missing some of these. Oh, Jenny, if you would like me to do your chart, email me at occulthealing22@gmail.com. The email's in the description of this video. All the questions that are asking about getting a reading, yeah, please email me. I'll send you a whole list of my services and the prices. Okay. Stellar. What I mean by butterfly, I'm just giving an analogy. What I was talking about, the north and south node, because the north node represents your evolution. So if you think the caterpillar's evolution is the butterfly. Okay. The caterpillar's evolution. So if you think about, you know, yourself right now, you might say, I'm not where I want to be at. Okay. Like something's missing in my life. If you feel like that, if you feel like you're not getting something, you feel like something's missing, that's a clear sign you're not in your evolution yet. You're not evolving yet. Okay. So that's what I mean by butterfly. How many points on your goal do you need in your portal? Jamal, I'm not sure what you mean by that. How many points on your goal do you need in your portal? I'm not sure what you mean by that. If you could please explain that for me, and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. Yeah, South Node. What's up, South Node Aries? South Node Aries people are you guys are deep on this chat room. What's going on? All you people need to learn relationships, huh? All you people need to learn how to deal with other people, huh? That's the South Node and Aries problem, you know, right? You North Node Libra people, you guys got to learn how to deal with people. You guys got to learn how to deal with relationships. You got to understand relationships. Not only that, but you guys have to know how to open yourself to people. You guys got to learn how to ask for help. You guys got to understand that you can't do everything by yourself. South Node and Aries has a problem with that, trying to do everything by themselves. You should really be listening to this. There's a reason why a lot of you are in this chat room then. Okay? There's a reason why. Stellar, you said, what advice do you have for Scorpio? Scorpio what though? Scorpio sun sign? Is that what you mean? Scorpio in what placement? Oh, South Node in Virgo, huh? South Node and Virgo people, South Node and Virgo people, control freaks. You got to learn to let go. That's what Pisces is trying to tell you. Pisces is trying to tell you to relax, to let go. You know, you want to control every part of your existence. Everything has to be in order. Everything has to be organized. And not only taking life too seriously. South Node and Virgo people take life too seriously. You got to learn how to have fun. You got to learn how to let go. You got to learn how to, be free and live your life. South Node Capricorn. Again, that's another control freak. But it's a little bit different, again, I don't want to go too deep into all these things, because again, I got to look at your whole chart, but I'll have a little fun right now. South Node Capricorn, again, that's some things you got to focus on your interpersonal relationships, because you might be too obsessed with achieving things in the materialistic world. You might be too obsessed with achievements and working and again, and also controlling your environment. Those earth signs are all about control because they represent the physical realm, right? So of course they're going to want control over the physical realm. ASMR, South Node is not this lifetime. North Node is this lifetime. The North Node is what you need to be focusing on. North Node is what you need to start achieving, the traits that you need to start acquiring, the things that you need to overcome in this lifetime. Okay. Any advice? Any advice? I'm not trying to make you work too hard, fam. No, man. This is why I'm on the live session. I'm here kicking it with you guys, man. So I'm here again. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to talk, speak, ask any questions. I don't care what the question is. Okay. Jenny, you say your South Node is in Cancer. Cancer, you're too focused on your personal relationships. But again, like I said, your South Node is not a bad thing. It's just people get caught up in it. Okay, like you get stuck there. So if you got South Node in Cancer, that means you need to start taking life a little bit more seriously. It's like the total opposite of what I was just saying about South Node and Virgo, right? Virgos take things too seriously, but yeah, if you got Cancer there, that means you're not taking life seriously enough. That's the problem with water signs. Okay. And specifically with Cancer is that they're too focused on their little bubble, their own little bubble. Like that means their own little personal friends, their own family, this bubble, this comfortable bubble. So with South Node Cancer, that's like the extreme version of saying you're too comfortable with being comfortable. Everything has to be familiar. If it's not familiar, it's it becomes bad and you don't want to deal with it. Yes, the South Node, the equinox is very important for South Node Aries people. You just got to look at where Aries is in your chart, period. All right. So again, if I will open that up too. If anybody wants a consultation with something like that, let's just say, you want to tap into what it means, what the equinox means specifically for you. We can tap into that because I'll have to go into your chart and look at where Aries is at in your chart, because Aries is going to be in a couple different places, right? And we can, I can work out the plan with you. We can talk, and I can tell you some of the important things that you might need to focus on in this time period. Okay. USMC, what do you mean I'm wrong about Cancers? What was I wrong about? Again, I'm talking about Cancer South Node. Okay. So if you didn't pick that up, we're talking Cancer South Node, not Cancer Sun sign. But I'm curious though, why am I wrong about cancers though? I'm curious to know. Uh Water signs in the building. Air sign gang. Uh Hold on. What's the goal of a North Node Cancer? North Node Cancer. What I was saying is, I'm not sure if you're the one that had that said that you had Capricorn and South Node, and I was explaining that. um, I was saying that you need to pay attention to your interpersonal relationships a little bit more. Okay, if it's on the if your Cancer is on the North Node, that means that you might be one of these people that are so focused on achievements too much, that you might be so focused on trying to gain something in this world, that you might be focused on your goals a little bit too much. It's good to have goals, right? But if you base your whole entire world around goals and achievements and winning things, you're going to forget about personal relationships. You might, South Node Capricorn people might forget about the emotional connections with the people that really matter to them. You see what I mean? They not saying that they would abandon their families, but it's like the father, right? That does everything for their family, but they work 24 hours a day. And then the mother's like, you never spend time with us. And then the father's like, but I'm pay all the bills. I'm doing all this stuff for you guys. But you got to remember, sometimes the connection with people is of more value than just what you're doing for them, right? Sometimes just being there for somebody is more of value to them. And this is why it's so important to know people's value systems, because this is another reason why in relationships, you might feel like you're doing everything for somebody and you're wondering why they don't appreciate it. The reason is they don't appreciate it is because you don't know their love language. You're giving out of your love language. So you're saying, I'm giving you what I would want from you. But that's not how it works. You have to give to somebody what they actually desire. That's how you become valuable to somebody. So if you ever been in a relationship where you didn't feel like you were being valued, that's because you weren't giving value. You got to understand somebody's values. What are the things that they truly desire in this world? If you want to become important to somebody, it's very, very simple. All you do is have to study them for a little while and understand what they truly desire in this world and give it to them. And you will be the most important person in their life. It's very simple. The problem lies that you are so focused on your wants and desires, and you think and assume that that person wants the same thing that you do. I can guarantee you that that person does not want exactly the same thing that you do. This is how you understand relationships, okay? Yeah, there's still, again, there's still time, Charles. There's still time if you guys want to get consultations with me, whatever the topic is. Again, all the new people out there that don't know my services, again, you can email me at codehealing22@gmail.com. The email is in the description of this video. All right. So all the people asking about if they could get a reading or they could get if they could get a consultation with me, yes, you could just email me. All the people that already been dealing with me, you already know. I'm just really speaking for the people that are new here, that are new to my channel. And if you are new to my channel, thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. Remember, hit um that notification bell because YouTube isn't, they're idiots now. So so hit that notification bell so you can get the notifications. All right. All right, so points on your goal for the portal is what if, all right, so you're saying what if the north node is the same as your sun sign? Is there anything you can share with me about that? Both are Taurus in my case. Well, the north node and the sun sign are very different. Okay. The sun sign is your perception of reality. That's the key thing that you want to understand about your sun sign. So you're saying you have a Taurus sun sign. That means you see things in the eyes of a Taurus. You see things the way a Taurus does. Okay. So that means you make conscious, logical decisions like a Taurus would, or you just see reality the way a Taurus would, which what does Taurus represent? Stability. So things that are not stable becomes obsolete in the mind of a Taurus sun sign person. Because remember, your perception dictates what you see as right or wrong. So in the eyes of a Taurus, what's right and wrong depends on stability. Okay. So you have an eye. So again, so whatever is not stable to the Taurus is considered wrong to the Taurus. All right. So think again, it's your conscious thinking, your conscious mind. That's what your sun sign is. So it's totally different from what your north node is. Your north node is your evolution. It's how you evolve. The individual that you need to become. So again, it's a total different description. Because if you have Taurus South North Node, okay, you might be a person that spends so much time going beneath the surface that you can also become too deep, just like you can be too shallow. So if you have a Scorpio South Node, I mean, yeah, because that if you have a Taurus North Node, that means you automatically have a Scorpio South Node. That means you're too deep. These people tend to become super conspiracy theorists in whatever aspect it might be, where you're always searching for a deeper value in everything. Sometimes you do have to look at the surface. I know I'm always telling you to go deeper because most people do look at the surface, but I'm talking specifically to the people that have Scorpio South Node. This is why it's important to look at your specific charts and your specific placements because not every message is for everybody. Okay. You got to be more realistic. That's what Taurus now North noticed. You got to be more realistic. You got to be more responsible in the world. You see, I'm talking about Scorpio South Node. All right, that's what I'm speaking on. After advice for South Node Leo. Hey Devin, I'm a South Node Leo too, and because of that, I got a lot of information on that. South Node Leos, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. All the South Node Leo people, we feel so special. We feel so like, they say one thing about South Node Leo people. They say out of the womb, they feel like they was meant to do big things. Out of the womb, they feel like they're different from everybody. South Node Leo, they get on this high horse thing where they're just better than everybody. They just feel it. You know how hard it was for me to be able to tame that. I told you, I'm real with everything. I'm giving you the real. You know how hard it was for me to tame that of that I need to take care of everything. South Node Leo people will sell their soul for attention. Okay. They will literally sell their soul for attention. Do you know how hard it was for me to tame that? For me to tame that lion and put the lion in the cage? and start working with people and seeing people as my equal, that's what happens with the South Node people. It's hard for them to see people as an equal because that's what Aquarius, that's the evolution, is to work with the community, is to uplift the community, not just uplift myself. Why do you think I'm always emphasizing promoting something for somebody? Because I know my North and South Node, I know what I have to do. Why do you think I'm always telling you guys to start doing things for yourself? Because I don't want to put it just all on me, because I know what I have to do to evolve. I know my weaknesses. You see what I mean? You got to know your weaknesses so you know where you get in to fit in. You got to know your weaknesses so you know how to maneuver in the matrix. Again, we're talking about Leo South Node. Okay. You see what I mean? So again, too, Devin, that you got to give people the real, because another thing that Leo South Node do, they will literally, you might have the urge to just say things that people want to hear because, you know, you want to make people feel good, because that's what a Leo loves to do. South Node Leo, anyway. Again, got to understand the placements that I'm speaking on. South Node Leo wants everybody to feel good, so everybody loves them. But you got to start working with Aquarius. Aquarius is going to tell you something to change your reality. And guess what? Most likely you're not going to like it. Okay. So, North Node Aquarius people, we got to start uplifting others. If you got South Node Leo, that means you already got the confidence. You don't need to boast about your confidence anymore. You got it. I was, again, like I said, I got South Node Leo. I know I was born confident. I was a young person that knew that I could do whatever I wanted to do in this world. My problem was stepping all over people and moving people out of my way because they couldn't keep up. Now I realize what I have to do is start uplifting others so they can get the confidence. So we can do things together. It's not just all about me. It's not just all about us, the South Node Leo people. We got to, again, it works out the benefit of us if we help people come up with themselves. So if I help everybody in this live stream right now get what they want, I can also get what I want. That's what the South Node Leo has to understand. You don't always have to just focus on you. If you focus on others too, you can also get what you desire. And this is just a lesson for everybody. This is just a secret for everybody, but the South Node Leo people have to understand this thoroughly. If you start helping out everybody else in your reality to get what they desire, you will in turn get what you desire. So Napoleon Hill wrote this in his book. He said, hey, if you have a problem with money, start helping other people make money and watch you start making money. This is the secret, guys. I mean, it's not a secret, but it's plain as day. But most of the time, we're so focused on us. I'm just looking at the comments saying the art of seduction, understanding people. It's all about understanding people, guys. You understand others, you'll start to understand yourself. You understand how the mind works, start understanding yourself. Okay. Like I said, that's why astrology is so important. Thank you, Devin. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to, again, I'm always saying it, but I just want to let you guys know, shout out to you. You know, in this time of panic, we're raising frequency right now. In this time of low frequency, everything is going down. We're raising frequency right now, just with this conversation. Just with this conversation. Like I told you before, We got to start knowing our value. I told you, I know what I'm here to do. I know my value. I want everybody else to know their value. I told you, I know that I have a Leo South node and an Aquarius North node. I know what I have to focus on. My main focus is to make sure you know your value, to make sure you get your confidence, to make sure you get your light, to tell you that you're a son, to tell you that you're important. That's my message. Again, I know my weaknesses. I know my strengths as well. I study my chart all the time. Very important that you focus on that. And remember, there's different kinds of charts. You got your numerology chart too. That's a whole nother thing. That's why I just decided to start doing the numerology readings too. I work with the tarot cards every single day. Again, this is not a game for me. Again, a lot you could tell, what's a game for a lot of people, but I'm using this stuff for realistic things. That's where you got to get to. Charles, you said just got finished The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, probably the most life-changing book while being the shortest I've ever read. I got Think and Grow Rich here and starting it tonight. Okay. Yeah, there's a reason why I'm always promoting these two books. Anybody that's been following me for a long time, I've been talking about these two books for so long. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles and Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. What spiritual person is telling you to read those two books? Because they're fooled by the titles, just like everybody else. Again, surface value, judging a book by its cover, they're fooled by the title. These two books were written by Masons, and people are also fooled by the Mason thing. They think Masons are evil and the Illuminati and all this stuff. Come on, guys, we got to go deeper. I want you to get deeper, okay? I want you to understand what's really going on in your reality. I already told you, whatever the masses is doing and whatever the masses is saying, you can bet your bottom dollar that is not the way for you to go and it's not the way you should think. So if everybody's talking about the Illuminati, then it's probably best that you not focus on the Illuminati. Okay? It's probably best. It's probably correct that there's no such thing as Illuminati. Well, if you do want to call Illuminati, the illuminated ones will be us. You just don't know it yet. You haven't turned on your light yet. There's a reason why you're listening to this message. I keep saying this over and over again. You're the illuminated ones. You're the ones supposed to be leading this generation. That's why you're awakening. You weren't awakening to make you feel good and make you feel special, so you can just talk crap about people that are not awake. That's not what the awakening process is for. You're awakening because you're supposed to lead the people. Okay? You're supposed to lead the people. You're one of these people in this generation that's supposed to lead. That's what you're here to do. We all lead in different ways. That's what you need to find out. What is the way you need to lead? But if you're here for a reason. Okay? So Devin, which chart is the best? Tropical? I know there's the debate between tropical and sidereal. I always go off of what's older. What the ancient ancestors were doing. They were messing with tropical. Here's the thing. Here's a secret, guys. If sidereal astrology was correct, the zodiac wheel would not exist. The zodiac wheel shouldn't exist in their format because the whole basis is off the sun's rays. That's what the zodiac wheel is, the sun's rays. So if you take the sun's rays away, you have no zodiac wheel. So it's already a contradiction. Again, I don't want to get into a debate. That's just is what it is, okay? So that's why in tropical astrology, it's slightly different from where the positions of the planet actually are because it's based on the sun's rays. It's not based on the actual position. That's how we tell time off the sun's rays. Come on, guys, we got to think. You don't tell time by the position of the planets. You tell time by where the sun is where the sun's rays is directing. It's the same thing in astrology, where the sun is pointing. So of course it's going to be a little bit shifted from where the actual positions are. Okay? Everything is based off the sun's rays, the sun's projection. Okay? That's what the zodiac wheel is. Sidereal astrology came thousands of years after. I'm literally talking about thousands of years after tropical astrology. We want to know why? Because people started becoming too literal. Like they always do, like everything. This is how the scriptures got messed up. People started taking it too literally. Now they say these people in these stories actually existed. Instead of getting the mythology out of it and getting the science out of it. Now these people actually existed. It was a real story. Again, we're getting too logical. So the people with sidereal astrology, they're saying, wait a minute, in the sky, this is the actual position of the planet. So, the tropical astrology is wrong. They're too logical. They're missing the point because they're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. The position of the planet is different. It is right there. So they're saying because it's right there, this is what we should be focused on. But that's not the point here. You're missing the whole point of astrology. You're missing the point. Matter of fact, just forget totally right now about the positions of the planet. Think archetypes. Again, we're missing the point. Again, I could already tell it's a logical discussion. Yes, logically, the planet is right there. Okay. But what was the point? Why was astrology even created? That's the point. That's something you should wonder about. It wasn't about the exact positions of the planet. Okay. That's not what it was about. Like I said, it's clear sign that somebody's missing the point. But again, sidereal people are actually correct when they say, hey, the planet is not in that position. Yes, I understand. But it's too much of a logical discussion. They're missing, again, like I said, we can go on and on about these logical arguments, but it's not. Again, you got to think metaphorically, guys. Poetry, metaphor, symbolism. All right. Symbolism. That's what's most important because your subconscious mind only understands symbolism and feelings. Your logical mind is important, obviously. All right. You wouldn't have the logical mind if you didn't need to use it. But when you start using your logical mind for everything, that's when you become a robot. Okay. Oh, SCE, shout out to you coming in. Shout out to you coming in. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, Charles, Robert Greene. Robert Greene is my man. That's my bro. That's another one of my favorite authors. People feel a little disturbed about some of his books. That's because people don't like to learn about reality. People only want to hear that stuff that makes them feel good. Uh, Robert Greene kind of represents that North Node Aquarius, where he's telling you reality. People say, "Oh man, these books, oh man, it's about manipulation." Every single day you're being manipulated. He's telling you how you're being manipulated. He's telling you how you're being manipulated. He's telling you human psychology. He's telling you how humans, including you, react to things. You know how many people tell me again, all his books are about manipulation. You better learn manipulation so you're not manipulated. And here's the thing, if you're a magician, you're manipulating reality. What do you think you're doing as a magician? You're manipulating energy. What do you think you're doing with money? When you say, I want to invest, I want to grow a business, that's manipulation. Now, I know that we can get into semantics when you're saying, oh, we're talking about manipulating human beings. Well, let's get to that then. What do you think you're doing when you're trying to persuade somebody to buy something for you? Buy something from you. What do you think you're doing when you're trying to persuade someone to go out on a date with you? What do you think you're doing when you're trying to persuade somebody to hire you at a job? Guys, that's called manipulation. You're always manipulating. Don't get on the self-righteous tip and say manipulation is wrong when everything you do is manipulation. If you tried to get a job recently, you were trying to manipulate somebody. If you was trying to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you were trying to manipulate somebody. If you were trying to sell products or services, you're manipulating. So Robert Greene is showing you this. Okay. Aleister Crowley, another great author. Okay. I didn't say he was a great person. I always have to repeat that because you know how many times when I'm telling people to read Aleister Crowley books, people love getting in my email flaming me for it. And here's the thing, when you're a magician, you're a occultist, whatever you want to call yourself. When I say the occultist, the magician is a person that walks the middle path. You can't get caught up in your perception of reality all the time. You have to try your best to become unbiased, even though um it's very hard to do so, of course. But you know, it's like trying to become a scholar, right? If you're always biased, you can never become a great scholar. So from an unbiased viewpoint, read some of Aleister Crowley's works on the occult because he was a great researcher. I didn't say he was a great magician. I didn't say he was a great person because you can know all the facts about the occult, but just still not have enough energy to really do big things in the occult. And that's why he had to go through all these extreme things and extreme ways. Again, I don't have to do any of those things. People that are really doing this, we don't have to worry about all, you know, because we got power over here. Okay. He didn't have enough energy. He lacked energy. But his research and his understanding of the tools, that's something you can't take away from that man, regardless about his personal things, you know. So I always advise people to read Aleister Crowley's works. You guys got to stop being so scared. Of course, um, anything that's important for you, right? They're gonna make you scared of it. They're gonna want you to be scared of it. Okay, they're gonna want you to be scared of it. So you don't, so you don't do anything. Again, we can be fearful about everything, even just being here right now. It's fearful. An asteroid can just come and hit where I'm sitting right now. You know, I could be fearful about anything. We could talk about fear all day long. All the new people in the chat, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Okay. Uh Jamal, are you saying you're saying it's a reading boost off based off the moon cycles? Are you talking about sidereal astrology? Because that's not based off just the moon cycles, if that's what you mean. Oh no, I don't even think you're talking about that. My fault. I got my fault, Jamal. Um oh, Charles, you said I got mastery. Oh, Mastery is a beautiful book, beautifully written. That's the one thing about about Robert Greene is that he is just an exceptional writer. Okay, that man was meant to write. All right, I'm trying to tell you. Just look at the way he words things. Just read the poetry in his works. This man is poetic as hell. All right, again, you could tell when somebody's made to do something. Beautifully written works. Okay, beautifully written. He's just very, very poetic. You know what's so funny about Robert Greene is that in the beginning of his career, you know, his publishers didn't like his writing. His publishers condemned his writing. They were constantly putting him down. This is what I mean by you had in order to actually become successful, you have to go through things. Because what would have happened if he just decided, okay, I'm gonna listen to everybody and I'm not gonna write anymore? You see what I mean? Like his work was condemned in the beginning. Just like anybody who's doing big things, anybody that's doing real work, they always get condemned in the beginning. Okay. Best way to explain a planet in retrograde. It depends on what planet. Let me explain retrograde period. So everybody that's listening and watching right now, we're going to dispel the retrograde fear. All right. I don't know where the fear came from. I don't know who made it up, but we're squashing it tonight. We're squashing it tonight. Here's the reason why retrograde is considered to be bad. Let me drop it for you. Retrograde represents the feminine movement of the planet. Anybody that's been having conversations with me, anybody that's been watching my videos, you always know I always say that anything feminine, everybody considers to be bad. The planet's moving backwards, inwards, womb, magnetic, in, feminine. You're feminine. It's going in, it's going backwards. Okay, that's all a retrograde is. It's the feminine aspect, it's the feminine movement of the planet. When it's going direct, erect, direct, phallus, penis, that's masculine. So, of course, they say when a planet goes direct, it's all good. That's when the planet is doing well. That's when the planet is great. But when it's going in, feminine, that's when it's bad. That's when, oh my God, it's wrong. Why would a planet go feminine? Why would that happen? Matter of fact, let's keep destroying the feminine. Right? Come on. You see what I'm saying here, guys? Direct, erect, in, feminine. Okay. All right. It's always been the same thing. Anything feminine. Think about all the things that people consider bad. Most likely it has to do with the feminine. Most likely it has to do with the feminine. Most likely. Okay. And they'll tell you it's bad. So again, stop getting scared when Mercury goes in retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde all the time. So that's what you hear all the time. Every month we got to hear these people going on off about Mercury in retrograde. Every single time, guys. And then people always hit me up too. They're like, "Oh, what do you think about Mercury in retrograde? What do we got to do?" You ain't got to do nothing. Continue living your life. And if you want to understand it more, you got to go into your chart. All right. So let's just pretend like, I don't know. I don't know, guys. When a planet's going retrograde, you got to think self-reflection. Okay, so when Mercury's going retrograde, it's talking about the inner minds and not how your mind is projection into reality. That's what it means. So wherever your Mercury is at, okay, let's just pretend that your Mercury's in your first house. So now, again, it's different because then you got to understand what your Mercury is ruled by, what sign. But think your inner thoughts and your inner workings of your mind. Okay. It's not about communication anymore. It's not about communication with the outside world anymore. It's about the communication with yourself. That's what Mercury in retrograde represents. I don't know where people got this crap where you can't use cell phone or you shouldn't use a cell phone. And that's the reason why cell phones are messing up is because Mercury is in retrograde. It doesn't make sense. All right. I don't know where this stuff comes from. People just make stuff up. Okay. I don't know where it comes from. Someone keeps teaching that you have to contact the oracle before you do certain things. I haven't even heard of that one. That's new. That's some new bull crap that I haven't heard about. I don't know. I haven't even heard that. Someone says that you have to contact the oracle before you do certain things. Like, what do you I have no clue where that comes from. I don't know. You got me stumped. Well, I mean, but this is what is with a lot of things. I have no idea where these things come from. I don't know who just sits in their house and just makes things up and maybe makes a video about it, or they make an article about it, a blog, and then people run with it. I have no clue where that comes from. So let me see. Let me see. Is there a karma? Is there a karma for a certain type of manipulation though? Would doing a love spell to influence someone to love you, for instance, or a spell to separate two people be too much manipulation? Well, here's the thing. In those kind of aspects, there's not really a right or wrong answer. Okay, it really is a perceptive thing, of course. Um, but here's the thing that I always like to tell people to focus on. When you're trying to do a love spell, right? You really want to be specific in your wording because you want to make it to be that if it's not in the cards for you to get with that person, you get the equivalent of that person. I hope this is making sense because it might, again, you never know exactly why you currently want that individual. you might want them for a very, very shallow reason. Okay. You might want them for a very shallow reason. So remember, you're on a certain path, and certain people are just not meant for you to be in your path. So that's why I always say focus on the equivalent, because if let's just say you do a spell, a love spell, right? And you don't get that person, but you get the person that you need. See what I mean? You get the person that you need. Now, as far as doing a spell to try to separate somebody, that's just something you shouldn't even waste time on. Because what does that have to do with you? If you're just trying to separate someone, like that has nothing to do with you. Like, that's none of your business. That's just, hating. That's pure jealousy. You don't never want to do work off of jealousy or off of just, hating on somebody. Okay, when you want to do some real manipulation, it has to be something that's dealing with you. If something is a threat to you, then yeah, you can step in that realm. But remember, there's always going to be something that you got to get back from that. All right. Remember, there's always going to be repercussions for anything. If you punch somebody in the face, just know you might get a repercussion that the person might punch you back. They might not, they might. It's the same thing with anything. So, just know that there's repercussions for every action that you do. You see? If you decide to cheat on your boyfriend or your girlfriend, just know the repercussion might be that he or she might find out and leave you. They might not. Who knows? But every action, so that's what I mean by it's all in your perception, because obviously there's people that tap into these types of spells, right? And get away with it. It depends on how they're doing it are they in alignment with Saturn? Because if you have a contract in play, this is how these elite people use this against you. Because you might think they're doing a lot of immoral things, but they're doing it very, very precise. One thing that they do precise is giving you all the information that you need. They're not hiding any information from you. That's why they're not getting bad karma, because it's all on you now, because they gave you the information. I say this all the time. It's not their fault that you decide not to turn your box of food around and look at the ingredients. It's not their fault that you don't understand an ingredient in there and you don't look it up. It's online for you to find out. It's not their fault. Okay? It's not their fault. So when you're asking about is manipulation wrong, it all depends on how you manipulate the person, because if you give them ample free, you could say free will to make a decision. When it becomes against the rules of Saturn is when you take people's free will by force, physical force. That's why they got all that bad karma for slavery, because that's physical force. That's why they changed their whole game up. They don't got you in physical chains no more. They got you in mental chains. And guess what? They don't get no karma for doing that, because you allow them to, and you actually promote them to. You just don't even realize it. You say, here's my brain, here's my heart. Please put it in chains. Please, you're begging them all the time. You actually pay for it. You're paying people to put your mind in a chain. Okay? You're begging them to do it. So, hey, they're saying, hey, since it's your free will, you want to do this, okay, then here you go. Like, ask the oracle. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't answer your question. Like, ask the oracle for guidance before you go into a relationship, starting a business, like if it's the right time or the outcome might be. Um, I'm guessing you mean like through the tarot. Either way, of course that could be a good thing. But the thing is, you don't always want to rely on that. Sometimes you do have to make a move without having adequate information. Because yeah, there are a bunch of people that kind of get stuck in that mode that don't want to make a move because they didn't get some information. It really depends on the situation, to be honest. Okay. Aren't love spells supposed to be avoided to doing it or be again? Oh yeah, I'm reading that late. But yeah, it all depends on how you do it. Because if you put it out there for the person to have a decision to make, and they make the decision that puts themselves within confinement, you get no bad karma for that. All right. But if you force somebody, right, if you're forcing them against their will, you'll get bad karma for that. But like I said, these elites have learned from their mistakes. They're continue learning all the time. They have humongous think tanks. They call it think tank. And they keep learning from their mistakes in history. So that's why they never want to physically force you to do things anymore. They get you to sign a contract. So it's like a contract. So you could be an artist in the industry, mad as hell that you signed a contract and you sold all your rights away. You could be all mad all you want, but guess what? You're gonna lose in court because you signed it with your own free will. They didn't put a gun to your head and told you that you have to give me all your rights. They said, "Hey, here you go. We can make you a star. We can make you big. We can put you on TV." They got you hyped emotionally. You're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me sign this contract right now. We'll give you $15 million right now." They get you all excited. You sign that contract. Well, guess what? You think they get bad karma for persuading you to sign that contract? Nope, because it was your free will to sign the contract. Now you got to uphold the contract. So you see the artist getting mad. Oh my God, I was young and dumb at the time. It don't matter. You have to get the repercussions of your actions in this life. You have to take responsibility for your actions. Doesn't matter how old you were. This is why if you kill somebody at age 14, you're going to jail for life. Doesn't matter how old you are. Okay? You got to take responsibility. Yeah, true. I don't plan on doing those. I had these thoughts based upon book you had me read for the coaching. Yeah, I mean, again, it could be unmoral for you to use the laws against people. But I'm telling you, this is how they do these things and get away with it. That's what I mean, is because they use the laws against you. So that's why you need to understand the laws so it's not being used against you. That's why Robert Greene wrote the 48 Laws of Power. That's why he wrote it. A lot of people didn't like it because they're so nice. They're on the opposite end of the extreme part where they feel like they're nothing. They're very, very religious people, because they see themselves as nothing. They see themselves as not important. So that's why they keep getting stomped in life. You never notice highly, highly religious people go through the most crap in this world because they're basically just open stepping stones for other individuals. They're saying, "Hey, please step on me because I'm nothing." So guess what? These elites are going to continue stepping on you until you wake up and get it. Till you wake up. All right, you could be a stepping mat for somebody if you want to. That's totally fine. That's your free will. So when somebody steps on you, They're not getting bad karma because you're laying right there with a paper on your head that says, please step on me. So when they step on you, you got exactly what you wanted. I'm trying to tell you how not to wake up. Robert Greene wrote the dang book to tell you to stop being a stepping stone. Why are you doing this to yourself? You're way more important than that. You're way more valuable than that. Again, do you know what it took you to get here? You just don't remember. It took a whole lot for you to get here, and you're just wasting it away. You're throwing it away. That's why you get so much bad karma. Because as like I said before earlier in the session, I said it's disrespectful for you to take your life so lightly. When I said there's millions and billions of spirits and deities and all these people that want to be in your position. Not only that, not even just spirits and deities, there's millions of people that want to be in your position. Because a lot of us are living at least a semi all right life, right? And we're complaining about certain things. I always tell people to think about places like Liberia. Okay. There's some important people in that country too that unfortunately get taken advantage of. That's a whole nother history lesson. There's a reason for everything. Okay. Do you understand the position that you're in and the amount of change that you can make? That's why I say you don't want to take this lightly. You got work to do. Yeah, you said for me having Jupiter in one of my houses makes me intellectually unsatisfied and could affect me making moves if I don't feel like I have enough. Megan the Stallion admitted that she did not. Yeah. And she got mad about that too. But you signed the contract, man. I mean, she got to take responsibility, man. You see, she was playing the victim role the whole time. She was like, but I was young and come on, man. It's 2020 now. There's no excuse for you signing a bad contract as an artist today. I mean, now if you sign a bad contract in the 90s and under, even in the early 2000s, like 2005 and under, we get it. There wasn't a lot of information out. If you sign a bad contract as an artist today, that's just purely all on you. I mean, dang, you don't even need to sign a contract with a label today. That's purely your fault. You get no sympathy for that. And it's funny because sometimes people say I needed to sign a bad contract even to get where you were at. So sometimes you might have to give up a little bit just to get in that position. Because what happens if she didn't sign the contract? We wouldn't even know who she is. And she wouldn't be able to even fight to get back her rights and even get the position that she's in. So she's not even being grateful for the position that she's in. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thoughts on money running out and elites running underground. Even if physical dollars run out, there's always going to be a currency. So that's the only thing you want to stay hip on, that obviously physical money is going to be a thing of the past pretty soon. But that doesn't matter because you're always going to be able to convert over. Okay. Remember, the true currency is people. And if you want to go different, the true currency is energy. So let's stick with the people thing, because the people, when we're talking about people, it could be easier. So if I tell you the true currency is people, how do you get more people to be on your side? You have to become more valuable to people. So that goes back into the science when I was telling you that you have to learn people's language. You have to think, what do they desire? So if you are, let's just say you're trying to get a job, you got to think from their perspective. You didn't get the job because you weren't thinking from their perspective. You're not telling them, you're not giving them what they want. Most of the time when you go in to try to get a job, right, you're like, this is what I want, this is what I could do, this is what I wanted as a salary, this blah blah blah, all these things about what you want. The person that's hiring you are saying, why are you valuable to us? So before you even go into the interview, you should already have this in your mind. You should research the company. You should research the position that you're trying to get into. What is the value? If you do that research, which most people don't, guarantee you will get any job. Most people don't do the research. They're doing research on what they want, how much I should make in a salary. That's good too, but when you're speaking to them, you got to speak their language. So again, if you're trying to network, right? Most people go to networking events, right? And they go up to people and they start talking about what they do. Okay. That's not how you network, guys. When you go and network with people, you want to talk, you want to get them to talk about what they do and the things that they desire. So you can catch something and be like, hey, oh yeah, okay, I can help you out with that. Forget about what you do. Forget about what you want for a moment. You're always thinking about what you want. Start focusing on what other people want. Again, if you start providing people with their desires, you become valuable. You become important to them. You're only important to people when you give their value systems. I'm sorry, it might hurt your feelings. The moment that you're not valuable to somebody is the moment they make you kick rocks. So all my people in a relationship that got their heart broken, somebody broke up with you, that's because you weren't important. You had to kick rocks. You wasn't giving, you wasn't, you might have, I heard plenty of people, I did so much things for them. I did all these things for them. You didn't do what they wanted. Doesn't matter, because most of the time you do for people what you want them to do for you. But you have to ask yourself, is that truly what they want? I keep doing these things for them, but is that what they truly want? Most of the time it's not, because you're too self-centered. Okay? You're too self-centered. So, oh man, I've been almost on here 3 hours, guys. So let me get back before I go. I want to remind you, okay, like at first I want to start on, like I said, about the coronavirus thing and stuff. For all the people that are a little bit worried, you got to keep your energy high at this time period. All right. Like I said, if you weren't here earlier, about, this is all simple stuff, but I'm just telling you how to really keep your energy high, which keep your immune system high. Okay. Stretching in the morning, breathing exercises, self massage. All right. Massaging your own feet, massaging your own hands. Okay. Massaging your face. Okay. To keep your sinuses clear, massage this area. All right. Because it's usually pressure within this area. So you want to massage this area. You could do little circles. All right. To keep these sinuses from being under pressure. The best supplement that I can think of is black seed oil. Secondly, is I don't want you to get distracted about this virus. I don't want you to get distracted, because that's not what this is about. It's about I don't want you to get distracted of taking advantage of the equinox. This is very important. Equinox represents the number 22. Like I said before, 2020, the zeros represent you. So take the zeros away, you have 22, 2020, 20 vision. It's about your vision. 22 represents the master builder. This is the time period to build your foundation. This is the entrance of the age of Aquarius, because the age of Aquarius, okay, is the age of entrepreneurship. Okay. Black seed oil will help with tooth infection as well. Black seed oil basically helps with everything. But the 2020 is the age, I mean, it's the introduction of the age of Aquarius. Okay. The age of entrepreneurship, the age of building with your mind and with your resources and with your talents and skill sets and your own genius. Remember, Aquarius is a masculine sign. Okay. So don't get distracted. Don't get caught up in the panic, right? Because when you panic and you get scared and you get anxiety, you get fear, your energy plummets. I always say that in order to manifest things, in order to make things happen in this world, you have to raise your energy. That's the only reason why I was talking about things like black seed oil and um oh yes, I'm sorry, ask your question. Go ahead. Yeah, ask your question. I'm waiting for you to give me the question. That's what I'm waiting for. Okay? So yeah, so ask your question and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Okay? So keep your energy high. That's the main point. Like I said, they might have constricted your physical movement, but that doesn't stop your spiritual movement. This is a time to move. If you have a business online or you're trying to create a business online, this is your time to move. I've been telling you this all 2019 when I was telling you to get the how to make money from home session and really implement it. So, because if you were really implementing it this whole time, this would have been your time to shine. But you got to move yourself. I can't kick you in the back and force you to do it, right? I can't do that. I can only show you, give you the information, show you the way. It's all I can do. It's up to you to actually take the action. It's up to you to actually take this information and use it. Okay? It's up to you guys. I can't force you to do anything. Because why? Because that would go against the laws of Saturn. Okay? So let me read your question. In the years 2018, 2019, I've reached my maximum spiritual development, but then reverted to understand who I am. There's no such thing as a maximum spiritual development. You can always develop more. I just want to point that out to you. You always develop more. You don't want to think there's a plateau where you just stop and chill. Life is always moving. Okay? Life is always moving. There's no plateau. Information is infinite. Improvement, development is infinite. So there is no maximum spiritual development. I just want to let you know that. Then reverted to understand. I do not believe that I'm such a cool person. As a result, I became empty and numb, vulnerable. Something prevents me from finding the past state again. I can't reflect, go deeper. Um, I'm not really, your question seems a little complicated to me. Um, Maybe if you could try to reword it, get more specific or something. Or again, if you want to have a consultation with me, because it seems like we're talking about something deep here that I can't just answer right away. You see what I mean? But if you want to try to reword it real fast, I can try to answer it. Because I don't know what you were going through. That's what I mean, is that you're saying that, you went through things, you became empty. I don't know why. I don't know what you went through. I don't know what past state you're talking about. I don't know. You see what I mean? I don't know these things. Yeah. So, you gotta get specific. You gotta get more specific. But again, like I said, what you could do is if you want to, I can spend time with you on a one-on-one session and we can really get to whatever you're trying to get to. All right. As far as understanding. So again, Like I always say, if you guys want these consultations, these sessions, again, astrology readings, numerology readings, tarot card readings. I'm still doing a how to make money from home session, even though I've been said I wasn't gonna do that no more. But um, the money spell, um, even one-on-one consultations. So again, like you were doing, you want to, again, my one-on-one consultations have no time limit, so we can get to the bottom of what you're trying to do, or if you're trying to get ready for the equinox, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Okay. um if you want a list of my services and prices, email me at occulthealing22@gmail.com. The email is in the description of this video. Whatever you're interested in. Okay. If also remember, I'm doing the big ritual on the 22nd. If you want me to put something in there that you want to manifest, if you want some extra help, because most people say they're doing these rituals and spells, that's because people lack energy, people lack confidence. If you haven't been doing this for years, then of course you haven't built the confidence and the energy yet. That's what the whole magic coaching session was for, for me to teach you how to build your energy, your discipline, your imagination, and your focus, so you can actually create things. So if you need the help, again, I'm still accepting the $10 donation. So you donate $10 and then you email me what you're trying to bring into existence, what you need help to bring into existence, and I'll add that into our session on the 22nd. And guys, if you guys want to connect on a spiritual level, I'll be doing the um I'll be doing the session at 12 p.m. So if you want to align yourself with what I'm doing, you can do your ritual at 12 p.m. as well, and we can connect. So again, that's for the people that gave the donation. We can align ourselves even more, even if we're not in the physical. So again, you can send the $10 donations and then email me. Okay. All right. I guess I got one more question. Let me see. I'm trying, but hard to keep my energy high. But since my daughter moved back with her kids, it's really hard. I need alone time. I give my energy daily to others. I'm a cosmetologist and empath. um, I guess that wasn't a question, but hopefully, that you can change that around and you can, really get some time. Again, that might be something that you want to try to bring into existence. So during this time of the equinox, you might want to, try to bring that into existence. That might be something that's really important for you to do. So in this time period, focus on that. Focus on bringing that into existence. Again, if anybody needs help with any of these things, you can always get a consultation with me. That's what the consultations is for. And that's why I don't do time limits. Because obviously, if you have a problem or issue, it's not something we can solve just in 20 minutes or a half hour. And I don't want to keep charging you because, some people charge by the minute, some people charge by the half hour, some people charge by the hour. Obviously, guys, I don't do that. You make one payment and then we speak as long as we need to speak. So anybody needs help during this time, um, whatever it is, whatever that you're going through, let's just say you're in a position, because all this panic and commotion going on. Again, like I said, I'm here for you guys. Like I said, I'm not doing my traveling, so now I got the time. Everybody that was trying to book those sessions and consultations before, you can hit me up again now. Now I got the time. So, but just know that everybody here right now, I appreciate you. I want you to know your value. I want you to keep focused on bringing this energy in. I want you to understand that this is a position. You being alive is a position is very important. It's a privilege to be here. So take advantage of it. Love the people around you. Find the things that you love to do in life. Start thinking about your health more. Start thinking about your peace of mind more. Start thinking about where you want to go on vacation. Start thinking about the places you want to travel to. Start thinking about the things, just start thinking. Okay. Just know that you're not alone here, that you have people like us within this community. Again, if you're trying to start a business, if you whatever it is, Let us know. Can you just get a card about my spiritual state? Or I'm assuming you mean a tarot card reading. Is that what you mean? Again, I do tarot card readings as well. You can just email me at codehealing22@gmail.com. Again, the email's in the description of this video. So if that's what you're referring to, a tarot card reading, we could do that. Okay. So again, I appreciate all you guys. Shout out to everybody in this session. Okay. I had a lot of good, a lot of good connections with everybody. All right. I appreciate you all. You're all important. Because, like I said before, when you start uplifting and you start changing your reality, that also helps me, and vice versa. When I start changing my reality, this helps you. So, this is how we can make a change in our world. So, that's why you want to focus on uplifting your energy and getting the things that you love to do. Okay. Getting the things that you truly desire and understanding how important you are. You're not nothing. You're not small. You are everything. Okay. You're very important to this existence. Once you leave this existence, that's going to impact everything. Okay. So just keep that, remember that. Um, I might go live tomorrow or something because again, I got a little bit of time. So again, keep those vibrations high. All the people that are coming into the chat late, as soon as I get off of here, you'll be able to watch it again. And I know it's 3 hours, so keep them vibrations high. I will leave you in peace. Namaste, ashe. And as you already know, one love.